I'll get back to you on that one. All right, Melinda's brave enough to join us.
Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
Good, thank you. How about yourself? Let's have
I'm
a fun discussion.
whatever you want. What do you want?
No. You are the guest. What do you want to talk about?
Oh my goodness. I
Put
didn't
your
really have.
phone so you don't have to hold it. It's going to be hard to hold it for a while.
Okay. All right. Hold on. Let me see if I sit here on my desk. Can you see
Perfect.
me?
Perfect.
Okay. Great. Well, I have so many questions because I'm
All right,
really
start with one and we'll go from there.
yeah. I mean, I've been listening to you and for a long time, and I was seeing somebody that I uncovered, like you were sharing, of is avoidant.
Okay.
Yeah. And like I know that I'm usually secure, you see, because I'm a pretty secure person about who I am and what I want. And I liked him. So I chased, I chased the friendship. I chased because I thought, the fantasies of who he presented himself to be online. And we became social media friends and everything. But it fizzled out. And,
Okay.
now I'm like, I still have this strong desire to have that closure. Like I want to have something because it's like it like I'll be honest, because I learned about anxiety and anxious attachment style
Yeah.
when he said like texting, because he became like a text spot, and I joked to him about that. The sniff test I love, so I'm going to use that line. But
Okay.
he became like a tech spot, right? Similar to what you always say, how's your day? Have a good day, and really
Yeah.
cute emojis and cute gifts. So, but it was something that I never had before. So I'm
Okay.
naive. I loved it. I went in with, an open heart, only to get it like stomped on. And, he's 10 years younger than me. So I have a lot of insecurities about different things like that. But I don't really know what my question is. It was just like,
Well,
I know you're
I have some questions for you. So,
sure,
how
sure.
long did the two of you see each other or date?
We met via a Zoom. Like the way that we met, and I don't want to
Okay.
like it was like the way that we met was in February 2021, and he was hosting a Zoom party during the pandemic.
Okay. So, let me ask you this a question again. Did the two of you ever physically meet for a date? Just say yes or no. Okay.
Yes.
How many times did you how long were you dating each other?
Well, I just call it a situationship, because it
Okay,
was
so
it was weird. Yeah.
wait. So
Yeah.
situationship. Did this situationship include physical intimacy as in the word sex? Okay. So, how long did this situationship last?
First it was friends, right? Then we met at his in-person parties. Then there was an obvious attraction, so then it
Okay.
went on and on, and so it was going on and on and on. But the avoidant thing was happening, and I was the chaser. That's what I was trying to say. So
So
i
so
i
so
take i take full
okay.
responsibility for that.
Okay, but
See.
here's okay. I just want to, I'm speaking to everybody right now. This is a
Yeah.
classic example of a woman not answering a question. How long did this experience last? I'm trying from the
It's
moment you
because
physically
because
met
it, it
till
it's
the
not like
time.
a real relationship, and I know you're gonna
Okay.
scold you're
Okay.
gonna
So now
scold
here's the
me for
deal.
that. You're gonna scold
Okay.
me for that.
Well, I'm not, by the way, have I scolded you yet?
No, but I know what you're thinking, because it
Okay.
wasn't a real
No,
relationship.
it's okay. By the way, it is absolutely okay that you entered into a situationship or casualness. What
Mhm.
I'm concerned about is a couple things. Let me tell you what I'm concerned about. Number one is you characterized him as avoidant. So let's put that in a box for a second, because and then you characterize yourself as secure. Well, but your actions didn't demonstrate secure. Your actions, you used the word I chased him. You
Yeah.
said I felt anxiety. A secure person doesn't experience that. So one, I want to acknowledge that I think you have a possibly an anxious attachment style, number one.
When it
And
comes
I
to
think it's
somebody, yeah, when it comes to somebody I like, that's the whole
well,
thing.
it doesn't
I
matter. By
don't.
the way, you don't have an okay, of course, if you hate someone, you have
It's
no attachment to it. Of course, it's always somebody you
fine.
like. Okay. So you
Yeah.
can't say I'm secure in every other time, but the minute I like someone, then just own I become insecure
But it's
or anxious?
true. But it's true,
Okay, so now
Jonathan.
let's come back to your characterization of avoidant. Okay. Now, it seems to me that neither one of you, did you guys ever discuss monogamy?
Yes. And
Okay. Did you
exclusivity.
agree to monogamy?
Yes. And
Okay. Did the
exclusivity.
two of you ever discuss exclusivity?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. And
And
did you agree to exclusivity? Okay. So
yes.
now okay. Did you agree to be boyfriend and girlfriend with each other?
No.
Okay. So then when you were agreeing to monogamy and exclusivity, what were you actually agreeing to then?
To like exploring and going forward with a physical intimate relationship
Okay, so it was
that only
mostly
we would
focused
do
on the
that, right?
physical.
Hmm.
Did you guys ever go out on dates? Did he ever take you out to
Yes.
dinners? Did you guys go to movies? Do you ever
Yes.
introduce you to family and friends?
No, that's why I say
Okay.
avoidant. Hmm.
Okay, well, first off, just because someone doesn't invite meet family and friends doesn't by de facto make them avoidant, okay? It seems to me that the two of you, by your own words, had a situationship. So you guys were in a casual relationship, okay? You were in a casual relationship. And I want everyone to hear what I'm about to say. When you're in a casual relationship, there are no standards. It's casual, it's fluid. It had it's difficult to establish boundaries because you have no real agreements. And I'm not even sure you guys really agree. I know you're saying you agree to monogamy and exclusivity, but I really doubt that. I think you're saying it to me, but I
No,
don't believe.
we had that
Well,
discussion.
explain that conversation. Oh, so tell me what he
Sure.
said. Tell me
Okay.
what he said.
All right, Jonathan, because I listened to your video, I
Yeah.
got bold. Okay.
You
Because
got what?
I got bold,
Bold.
BOLD, because I don't
Bold.
do this. This is why it caused me anxiety because it's out of my comfort zone, but I was pushing myself to get out of my comfort zone. So, and he was
What was
always,
the bold thing you did?
I, I, I called him because I was the chaser and I said, I have my car and I would like to go and meet you for lunch. When do you have a break? So
Okay.
he said, tomorrow I have 2 hours because that day he was not available, right? That is for the time that I was available. So I made arrangements and I went to his area of work and he made the plan. He made the lunch plan, he made the reservations and we met.
Okay.
And during that conversation was when I brought up, based on your advice talking to us, to have an agreement and are you on the same page? So because in my heart,
All right. So I want you to recite exactly what you said to him. Pretend I'm him. Tell me what you said.
Okay. It's kind of funny because I'm always funny with him. We were always having a fun time. What I said was that I have a friend that was telling me that she thinks that I'm only interested in you for sex.
Okay.
And I said, no, that's not true. But then I thought about it. And I think maybe it is.
So wait. If I'm hearing you correctly, you said to him, I have a friend who's told me I'm only interested in you in sex. And you said,
because
maybe that's true.
Because I want to have sex.
Okay, but wait. I'm trying to understand. So if I'm asking questions, because there's a lack of clarity. So you told him, your friend, you said you told him that you told your friend that I'm only interested in him for sex.
No,
well, then say it again.
I'll say it again. My friend told me that she thinks I'm only interested in you for sex. Like that I'm only interested in sex because I was telling her how, I'm talking to my girlfriend and I'm telling her about this guy, but nothing is going on. And she just kind of said like, oh, you just want sex.
So let me be clear. You told him this was a conversation you had with your girlfriend. Okay.
Yes.
How did he react to that?
He was very receptive.
Right. And by the way. Okay. I mean, so what I'm hearing is, you said, I only want to have a sexual relationship with you.
Not only. No.
Okay. Well, you said I'm only interested. My girlfriend thinks I'm only interested in you for sex. And he goes, great. That's what I'm interested in as well.
it didn't go like that, but
Well, that's
I
why I'm
understand.
trying to
I
that's why
understand.
I
I
want to.
understand. No, that's okay. I understand where you're going with it, but it didn't exactly go like that. I like it was understood because in our texting before that, there was some times where it was like he was very distant, avoidant, and then I would come in with my little protest behavior, right? And so one of them was me going through my own, and he was very attentive and very kind and very supportive of my own personal development because I'm separated and going through a challenging time. So that was why my friend was telling me this, but I was like, no, because I could go and have that with this guy, but I want this guy. So when I was sharing this in the text prior to that, I had confessed to him that, what was it, that
Can I ask
that
you
I
another question?
sure.
All right, let's go back to you said you were bold.
Yeah.
Explain to me exactly what you said for the two of you to agree to monogamy and exclusivity.
But okay. Are you telling me to go back like a couple of years? Okay. So that's why
Whoa,
it's like, oof.
whoa. I'm talking about right around the time the penis was ever near the
Yes,
vagina.
I
What
understand.
conversation? Well, how long
I
ago was
understand.
this experience?
It's going to be 2 years this October. Yeah,
Okay, so
October.
this is an old experience. It isn't relatively new. Okay, I know you said you connected with them on Zoom in 2021.
But
Okay, so let me.
we still been seeing each other. That's what I'm saying. It
Okay,
hasn't
okay,
completely
I get
vanished.
that.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
do you still see him or do you still talk to him just out of curiosity?
No,
Okay,
I
so
pulled
we
back.
need, by the way,
I pulled
everybody
back.
who's watching needs to hear from you exactly when you said you were bold, because I'm emboldened
Okay.
you. What exactly did you say to him that agreed to monogamy and exclusivity?
Listen, we've already been building. That's why I give you the backstory. I know you don't like it, but we've been building this for a long time, right? So at this point in this juncture, he was not chasing me, but I wanted to move things forward. So I got bold and I took something like your advice to have a conversation, not a conversation via text, not a
So let
conversation
me
via
be
phone
clear.
call.
So when you say
Meet in
bold,
person. Meet
your
in
bold
person.
conversation was
Was
about
that?
having sex with him.
Yes.
Okay, not a relationship,
And no,
just
right,
sex.
right. Agreeing to moving the whatever the situationship is forward to the physical realm.
Okay,
Are we in
so
agreement? Are we in
basically, okay,
agreement? That was the
maybe a better characterization is friends with benefits. Would that be a better characterization?
I don't even know anymore. I'm naive. I don't know these things, but I was trying to
Okay,
figure it out. All I know is
but
that
by
I
the
like
way,
the guy. All I
I've
know is that I
asked you.
like the guy.
Okay, so I'm coming back. Everybody wants to know at what words did you say to him when
Oh,
he agreed to monogamy and exclusivity? I keep repeating myself
I'll
because you're not
well,
answering the
that
question.
that conversation happened when we actually met.
Okay,
And
I
so
get it. So
no,
tell me what
I'm
it
talking about
was.
when we actually did the deed is what I'm trying to tell you. Okay.
Okay, so
So
after sex, you said to him, "Hey, look, if we're going to ever
before,
do this again, I want it to be
before,
monogamous and exclusive."
before.
Okay, and you're telling me he agreed. Is that right?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Wow, folks, I just want to okay, Melinda. First off, I want to give you a big hug, but I just want to share with you this is an example of when we men are trying to communicate with a woman and we're trying to get specifics, and there was this going around in circles and not getting to the facts.
I
We men like
understand,
the facts.
but I
Okay.
understand. I understand.
Okay. So let's just, okay. So when did this situationship end?
Somebody would say it's still going, but I pulled back because
Okay.
obviously he's not pursuing me, and obviously I'm a fool and I don't want to be a fool, so I stopped. And that was me realizing that my anxiety and my interest in a guy and the pursuing the guy is not the best thing to do, so I won't do it anymore.
Okay, well, that's good to hear because, as Gigi said, situationships equals shit show.
Well, I mean,
um,
I'm coming out of a long-term relationship and
okay,
have not met a guy like him that I liked. So I went for it. Jonathan.
So how much time did you invest in him where you weren't investing in anyone else? I'm just curious.
The whole time.
So from 2021 till when?
I'm gonna say, when did I finally, like, I mean, it's been
When
like,
was the last time you physically saw him?
it's been a year. Yeah, I
Okay,
don't
so
do it
for
anymore.
roughly
Yeah.
3 years, you invested.
In February, excuse me, in February it'll be a whole year. It's not a year yet, but soon.
Okay, so
Soon enough.
3.5 years. Okay, so you invested 3.5 years of your life to a situationship. How does that feel?
For me, it was practice and learning experience, and I didn't mind.
Okay, so
Because I don't like a lot of guys, and so I know guys were pursuing me. So at least I got something out of it, and I
Okay,
learned
so
a
you
lot,
got a
and I
little bit
learned
of
a lot.
action, you got a little laid.
It's
Do you want a
it's a
life
learning
partner?
experience. It's
Okay.
a learning experience for me.
So question, do you want a life partner? Just say yes or no.
Yes.
Okay, so you want a life partner. What are you doing to put yourself to be seen by single eligible men?
Now I've been in the apps. I tried eHarmony. It was garbage. And
When was the last time you communicated with a man through a dating site?
just before you came on live today.
Okay.
I'm
So,
doing the best I can, but I don't find a lot
well,
of
we give
guys
you a
that
lot of credit. Well,
but
listen.
I don't find a lot of guys I like. It's
Well,
just,
guess what? Here's the challenge, okay? As we age and we we are not necessarily our optimal selves in every facet, it becomes more challenging because most people date with much younger eyes. They have eyes of 20-year-olds kind of thing. This is true for men and women alike. Let me just say this. Online dating still represents one of the largest pools to connect with people, but as many people said before you came on, ideally putting yourself out there in environments where you can be around people is your greatest chance for success. I actually 2 months ago, earlier this year, I reconnected with a high school female friend of mine purely as friends. But then I invited another friend of mine to go out for drinks with the three of us. And now the two of them are in a full-blown relationship. Okay. I seem to be a great matchmaker in that sense. But we all three of us grew up together and knew each other. You know what? The best way to make a relationship happen is to be seen. To be seen. Put yourself in environments to be seen, which includes online dating services as well as any other service out there. So I want to thank you for jumping on. Can I reach into the camera and give you a big, gigantic Jonathan Bear hug?
Thank you, Jonathan.
All right.
But
Thanks for being on.
I'll give you credit for me being bold, okay? Because I had that conversation after hearing you say that.
Well, I am flattered that you were bold, okay? All right.
Alrighty. Bye.
Thanks. Bye now. So Melinda was brave enough to come on, and I will say that felt like I was pulling teeth. She was going in circles. What I think is the lesson here is what she said right at the very end. Okay. Now for her, it felt bold, but I talk about this. To me, this is an empowerment when you stand in your power and speak your truth. Now, it doesn't sound like she truly spoke her truth because I didn't get the sense other than her truth was, I want to have physical intimacy with you. She wanted sex with the man. It seems like that's what was driving this, was their mutual desire for sex. That doesn't make him an avoidant man. But her action, she even said, I chased him and I felt anxious. So I think the lesson in all this is, I think she was trying to say I was being true to myself in that I chose to chase him sexually or physically, and that she chose to speak her truth. We have to certainly give credit to being in one's power, but I don't think that's what she wants. And if she wants a significant relationship, then maybe we build the deep roots of trust before we have physical intimacy with someone. Is this sinking in? Is this resonating with you? Please let me know if it is. Krista says, great question. Great direct question to her, Jonathan. Do you want to be in a long-term relationship? Women want this, but lose focus, trying to keep themselves entertained. Yes, that is true. All right, if this resonated with you, I'd like to hear your thoughts. Post a comment below. I do my best to read them all in the first 24 hours. As always, if you find value in my videos, please hit that like button. Please share this video. Please subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell so you can be notified of new videos. And if you want to connect with me directly, there's links below to schedule a discovery call with me to see if working with a coach is right for you. There's links to join my group called Midlife Love Mastery. There's a link to follow me on Instagram to get all the books I recommend, or get my dating vows, all listed below. First off,